Showgirls is a movie that refuses to die. It seems a growing cult of filmgoers now wants to see the film to revel in its awfulness. So MGM has taken the unusual move of deliberately catering to those who want to mock its product by re-releasing and promoting Showgirls as a midnight film. In New York, the studio has even paid for drag queens to host the midnight screenings to help stir up audience participation.
We get everybody riled up and we act really obnoxious and get in their way and jump on them and fall on them and fight and push into them and basically distract them from watching the film.
When the production numbers begin, the drag queens imitate the film's dance routines. When fights break out on screen, they repeat the action down below. The sex scenes inspire the most creative mimicking, particularly the lap dancing, which isn't always that easy to imitate. Showgirls, it seems, has all the camp qualities necessary to make it a prime target for satirical review.
It's the definition of camp. Everyone's awful in it. The script is awful. The lines are horrendous. And it's just so bad that it's good.
At these midnight screenings, audience participation is high. Most of the moviegoers know the film's worst lines off by heart and shout them out.
I have never seen a movie this poorly written or directed in my entire life. And it's just a riot to watch because movies like this shouldn't even be out, but it's just hilarious.
It's trash.
And the dances are lovely.
The choreography is really brilliant.
Subtle. It was a subtle way to do the dancing, and that
it's
was
a subtle
nice.
film. There's a message in there. I'm not sure what it is yet. I'm watching it each week to try to figure it out, but it's a very complicated, complex film.
How many times have you seen the film?
Myself, not too many, about 32.
Showgirls director Paul Verhoeven certainly didn't intend to create a camp film catering to midnight audiences. But after all the criticism he's received, he seems to welcome the cult following that's emerged for Showgirls. He's been quoted as saying it's like a resurrection after the crucifixion. But MGM's decision to re-release Showgirls is a resurrection that displeases Bob Peters, head of morality and media, who regards the film as soft-core porn.
If MGM had any moral integrity, it wouldn't have gotten near Showgirls with a 20-foot pole to begin with. It would have never produced Showgirls. So it shouldn't surprise anybody that MGM is still trying to make a buck on this low-class porn flick called Showgirls.
Showgirls fans hope the film will become an established cult classic like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That movie is currently celebrating its 20th anniversary as a midnight film, complete with a troupe of actors who provide a live floor show during screenings and street entertainment outside cinemas where the film is playing. Misunderstood certainly thinks Showgirls has the potential to match the success of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I think it's up there. I mean, they're both pretty over-the-top, and they have lots of over-the-top costumes, which is what, appeals to a moviegoer in this city. They both kind of have a lot of snazzy dance numbers and stuff. I think it's up there.
But fans of Showgirls have a long way to go before they can develop the sophistication of Rocky Horror Picture Show audiences. When there's an on-screen wedding, real rice is thrown around in the cinema. When a thunderstorm breaks out in the film, moviegoers copy the action on screen and use a newspaper to cover their heads. And the Rocky Horror dance routines seem much better choreographed than the spontaneous gyrations of the drag queens in Showgirls.